Hello, beautiful TikTok. Yes, I've been a little AWOL. Okay, there's very good reason as to why I've been a little bit AWOL this past wee while. So, today is the 8th of April and it is the solar eclipse. And there's a lot of excitement, but there's also a lot of fear around this solar eclipse, okay? Now, what's really interesting is since last Wednesday, there has been a lot going on within my reality that has brought a lot of emotions, instability, fear, issues with regards to control, letting go, being in a high vibration, finding your balance, finding your feet, listening to your intuition, okay? Paying attention to the thoughts that are coming into your reality. There's all these different things that's been going on within my reality. So all I can do is share my experience and share what I'm feeling on a collective level, because I'm currently not at home. I am away at this moment, so I haven't taken my cards with me, okay? So let's intuitively feel into these energies just now. And I'll talk a little bit about what I've been experiencing since Wednesday last week and what I've been observing and the lessons that it has brought me this past wee while, okay? So let's talk firstly about what happened. Obviously, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it is quite personal. But what I will say is, and what I am observing is that there is this huge shadow integration at this moment within the collective. What do I mean by shadow integration? Okay, so there is this battle with regards to your shadow self, your ego self, okay? It is allowing thoughts and fear come in to your reality, okay? And listening to that rather than listening to or feeling what you're feeling, okay? So what I'm observing just now within my reality, and it's teaching me a lot, is the battle with the shadow and what that does to an individual. Now, I am witnessing my beautiful grandmother who has began her transition. However, she is battling her shadow, and it's quite a difficult process to watch. And I feel that in some level we're all doing this at this moment in time. And it's letting go of the fear, it's letting go of the illusion, it's letting go of the realities that we are creating within our mind, by our thoughts, by our beliefs. And it's guilt. Guilt is a huge part of shadow integration. It's what you're feeling guilty of and why you feel guilty of that, okay? Because at the end of the day, my belief is that we only do what we know, okay? And yes, we can hurt people. Yes, we make mistakes in this life, okay? But it's all beautiful lessons. And it's not holding on to that guilt anymore. And as we move forward within these energies, because we've got the solar eclipse, we've got so many planets in retrograde, we have solar flares, like the energies are bonkers at this moment. And it really is, like I've been saying, is shaking people up, okay? And it's shaking people into these shadows. And it's allowing the shadow to integrate within the soul, i.e. what do I mean by integrate? It's accepting, it's making peace, okay? Now this has really come into my reality. It's making peace with certain things. It's making peace with the guilt that you have for yourself and for others that are around you. These are the energies that are coming in at this moment, okay? It's letting go of the expectations that you have put on yourself, but not only on yourself, on the others around you as well, okay? Because these energies are not not going to serve you moving forward. We are stepping into energies of the self, okay? Of recognizing the self, of new beginnings, ending of cycles at this moment, okay? And I'm very fortunate and very grateful to be experiencing what I'm experiencing with my grandmother at this moment in time. And I can't even begin to explain what I've observed, but what I can say is it's been a very beautiful journey. It has been although it's really difficult to witness, it's also a beautiful lesson for me to share with you all. The importance of this shadow integration and the importance of listening to what your thoughts are and what your feelings are. And the importance of releasing your hurt, your pain, your trauma, because at some point the battle's going to get really real for you, whether it's within your lifetime or if it's at the end of your life. The battle will get real. And it's really time to come into the self and forgive yourself and forgive others as we move forward. It's recognizing your shadow, the things that make you you, and accepting those things that make you you and not harboring guilt over that. Making peace with the people that have hurt you in this lifetime. Forgiveness for me in my reality, and this won't apply to everyone. Forgiveness and making peace seems to be a huge lesson for me. And I've really had to step into that. This is a really beautiful time just now with these energies to sit with self. What I am going to say is pay attention to the thoughts that come into your reality, okay? If it's a thought out of the blue that you've never ever thought of, this was a lesson for me last week as well. Don't be ignorant to it. Don't dismiss it. That's your ego dismissing what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Don't dismiss it. It's really important that you listen to it, because the soul knows before the consciousness, and the soul will always talk to you, regardless if you're willing to listen or not, okay? For instance, I had a feeling about my grandmother last Monday when I was working on my painting, and the thought came into my reality of, I'm just going to share this. Oh, Gran, please don't die this week. I've got my painting to finish, which was really quite selfish of me. But hey, I can only be nothing but authentic here. And I stopped and went, why am I thinking that? Because there's no cause for concern. There's no need to be concerned about that. So I just carried on. Then I received the call on the Wednesday with regards to my grandmother. So pay attention. The soul knows before your consciousness knows. If you're feeling something, go with that. And what I'm also learning as well, as I'm watching my grandmother transition and battle her shadow, is really pay attention to the inner. Do not fall into fear. Do not fall into illusions. Do not listen to the external. Listen to what your soul is telling you, okay? Your soul will always keep you on the right path and will keep you right. And in this moment, there is a lot of fear paradigms going on to distract you from really listening into what your soul is telling you. And I cannot stress it enough, moving forward in these new energies, with these new cycles and these new beginnings, really listen to what your soul's telling you just now. Really listen. Do not listen to the external. And I was tested with that yesterday. Really tested, almost to the point that this lower consciousness that was having a conversation with me was almost gaslighting me. And I was like, wow. Pay attention to what your soul is telling you, not what the external, what your soul. Okay, beautiful souls. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.